God damn it, people, wake the fuck up. I don't know what you guys are waiting in UK. I mean, you want to have a police state because you actually do have one. Literally, you have an oppressive police state. It's not a matter of using trick. No, it is a police state that is actively scanning your face all day long. It is the first true, unquestionable police state in Western civilization. Check this out.
I just think it's heavy-handed and unnecessary.
Cardiff, the capital city of Wales, has been used as a testing ground for one of the biggest live facial recognition surveillance operations in the democratic world. This weekend, the city is preparing for one of the busiest days of the year as Wales takes on England for a Six Nations showdown. Meanwhile, South Wales Police is wiring up the entire city centre with semi-permanent CCTV cameras.
You know you're living in a dictatorship when it says, we take your privacy very seriously. What is live facial recognition? We obviously take your privacy very. We steal it. That's why we take it so seriously.
Police is wiring up the entire city centre with semi-permanent CCTV cameras that will capture almost every person's face as they enter, using live facial recognition technology in what the police describe as a zone of safety.
Zone of safety. Or slavery.
We just got off the train at Cardiff Central, walking through up towards the Principality Stadium, and we saw police putting up signs to warn people live facial recognition is going up all around Cardiff city centre today. Live facial recognition is usually deployed on the back of vans, scanning people walking down the street. But this time, South Wales Police have put it on the top of loads of lampposts, cameras all around the city centre, meaning that everyone in Cardiff city centre today is going to get scanned by these cameras and their face checked against the watch list. We've just come down to the edge of the zone of safety put up by South Wales Police, seeing cameras all over the city centre. We're down near a bridge that leads to the Principality Stadium, something loads of people are going to have to walk over to get to the game. And cameras are all over this bridge, meaning everyone who walks across it is going to get scanned. The cameras are up here, they're on top of these lampposts. They're not easy to spot unless you're looking for them. So loads of people aren't even going to notice that their faces are scanned by these cameras as they cross this bridge over here. Most of them wouldn't be happy to give their ID or give their fingerprints to the police to be checked against a watch list just to get to the game. That's what's happening here. The face scans are exactly the same as an ID check or a fingerprint. They're just done from a camera rather than in person by the police. So looking here at the map of the facial recognition zone the police have put up around Cardiff city centre, you can see it covers a massive area. Loads of bars, loads of shops, loads of people are going to go through this, whether they're going to the game or just join the city centre. So we're back here at the moment, we're just walking along the river, just past the stadium, up to the bridge at the top near the park here. We're going to see how many cameras are up at this end as well. So we've just got to a bridge leading back into Cardiff city centre and back into the facial recognition zone put up by South Wales Police. On this
is a police state. Right now, this is a police state. You constantly get scanned, checked. Yeah, these things happen. But you know what's the difference here? Not only the scale that he is explaining, but the idea of and he was saying like, oh, you don't see it? No. They want you to see it. They want you to see these signs. They want you to see these things. This is super visible. They could have done pretty much all of this. They could have done pretty much all of it, but not make a fuzz out of it. And yeah, still a huge invasion of your privacy. I would even say this is not just an invasion of your privacy. This is living in a police state. This is a complete and absolute abuse to the extent that you have no privacy left, no rights left. You're living in a police state. But this is them wanting you to know. It's not what he just said about, oh, you don't even know. You see it. Look at these colors, man. When you have some of these cameras, like the speeding ticket things, usually those things are pretty well hidden. This is something they want you to see, and they want you to know you're being controlled.
I caught up with former Welsh police officer, Police and Crime Commissioner for North Wales, Alfon Jones.
I served as a police officer with North Wales Police from 1978 to 2008, and in 2016 I was elected Police and Crime Commissioner. In my opinion, facial recognition is disproportionate to any threat they're trying to address.
The last time South Wales Police deployed this technology, they scanned 200,000 faces and only made 2 arrests. Why do you think they continue to pour millions of pounds of public money into increasing the capability of this technology while only producing poor crime results?
Well, I remember Jeremy Vaughan, the Chief Constable, saying that he thought that facial recognition was a game changer in policing. But those stats speak for themselves, and it's 200,000 people scanned, and he got 2 arrests. You know, South Wales Police should focus on making the stadium as safe as possible. And
No, it's not about arresting criminals. They know who the criminals are. The criminals are not particularly scared in UK. Everyone knows who they are. They want to scare the law-abiding people. That's what they want to do with this crap. It's about gathering data and having that information to hit you over the head eventually with it. Oh, you were here, you were doing this. We are controlling you. The idea is not going after criminals. Criminals are doing just fine. They don't have any problem whatsoever. The idea is controlling you.
You know, not wasting money on this floor technology. These cameras, these fixed cameras, semi-permanent, I don't believe that for a minute. They're going to be, you know, they're going to be permanent. And they're going to be on 24/7, and they're going to be scanning everybody. There's Cardiff Central Railway Station, it will cover the bus station. Anybody who, you know, goes to Cardiff, yeah, they will have their faces scanned. And I think that is a gross breach of human rights and people's privacy.
We've just been walking around Cardiff City Centre. We're near Cardiff Castle, and we've seen two of the vans the police are using to stream the camera feeds.
You're walking down there, you're getting scanned, you're getting identified, they know you're going to the game. Why should they know what you're doing? Why is it that the government has to know where you are at all times? Why? That is an absolute complete violation of every basic human right you can have.
Two, to analyse them with facial recognition. So we've got cameras onto a lamppost all around the city centre, and what we're seeing is being beamed from those cameras to the receivers and the routers on the top of this van, which is where the AI is processing the video feeds.
They want you to know.
We just come
That's
a
why
couple
they have
hundred
this
metres up the road from the vans we saw receiving the...
Don't be not. Why do you think it is that they put this there? You could easily just not say a damn thing. And as most places do, they don't say a damn thing. They use this technology all the time. But they want you to be afraid. They want you to behave, right? Be a good citizen. And they want you to always be scared of doing anything that could upset them. You know, careful with what you say, what comments you say online, but now what comments you say even when out and about in the street.
Facial recognition feeds. So despite us seeing 1, 2, 3 live facial recognition cameras, we're only seeing a few small signs dotted around. They'd be really easy to miss if you weren't paying attention, and most people aren't looking for signs about facial recognition when they're going to the rugby. We've seen the police, we've seen the cameras, we've seen absolutely no violence. It's such a good-natured day. I have no idea why they're justifying this level of surveillance, to be honest. So, do you want to tell us why you're in the city centre today, sir?
Okay, I'm here as part of a group to talk about insurance and rugby. Howden's one of the biggest insurers of fossil fuel industry in Britain, and they also insure Welsh Rugby and English Rugby and the British Lions.
What do you think about the police using live facial recognition to scan everyone in Cardiff City Centre today?
I think it's incredibly serious and incredibly sinister. I think it should be used at all. I think we should do... there must be other ways of managing a situation. You know, I think this is incredibly sinister and heavy-handed. Look at our history. If we look at the civil movements, when governments are scared, then they clamp down heavily, and this is part of that, trying to get more information about peaceful people doing peaceful things. It's a very scary time, and I'm grateful to you guys for doing this.
We've come back down to Cardiff Central Station after walking around the zone of live facial recognition. We're seeing people streaming in to come and watch the game. We're going to chat to some rugby fans, some members of the public, see what they think about the police using live facial recognition in their city centre.
I think it's a little bit over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, they should know the criminals from the everyday people at the end of the day, and I just think it's a bit unnecessary and a bit state hanging over us, really.
Well, I don't think it can ever be justified, unless you're in a totalitarian state, which we're apparently not.
I mean, I should have your face now.
Pardon?
Yeah. Good idea.
Good idea, you think?
Yeah, it's a good idea, mate.
Why's that?
Well, have you got anything to hide?
Then what's your phone password? Got nothing to hide?
What are you?
It's a good question.
It's a good idea, mate. It's a good idea. And that's why that society is done. That's why the society is done. That's why UK is a tyrannical regime at this point. It's a fucking joke. You have no problem with illegals flooding every single day, being hosted in 5-star hotels at your expense, but you walking around, you get your face fucking scanned. Those people, they're not registered. They laugh at all of this. They think how weak you become, how easy to dominate and conquer you become. It is fucking sad to see, really.
That's a good question.
We're in the heart of Cardiff, surrounded by rugby fans. And most people here are telling me they do not want facial recognition in their city. They're concerned it's an invasion of privacy, just is an unjustified overreach by the police.
I want to talk to Mr. Wales.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We're here talking about facial recognition cameras. They're scanning everyone from the top of these lampposts too.
Right.
We're a bit concerned it's an invasion of privacy. What do you think?
I agree with you. Sadly, we live in a surveillance society these days, though, don't we?
There's just too much protection going on these days.
Yeah.
It's all corrupt in my eyes.
Too much protection. You're getting stabbed more than ever. You're getting shot at more than ever. You have wild gangs like animals running around doing whatever they want. These complete degenerates, they do whatever they want with little girls, and they just get a pat on the back, as if you have your government completely overtaking. But it's become fucking Afghanistan at this point. And you think this is good for you?
So, as ever, it's always been our way, but hey ho, what can you do in it?
I haven't signed a contract or anything to say that they can take my identity. So it is a bit of an invasion of privacy.
Part of facial recognition, or just hanging around?
Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah, is it working?
Yeah.
Any arrests? No trouble?
No trouble at all.
Seems quite calm.
It's rugby, it's always very good.
Yeah. Just following orders. Yeah, it's very good. Just following orders.
Very elegant. So, yeah, happy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You just had a quick chat with some of the police who are part of the deployment here. They're told there's been no arrests, no trouble, and the rugby's normally fine. It really raises a question about why they can justify deploying this surveillance tech against all these innocent rugby fans. This South Wales police deployment is supposed to be part of a trial backed by the Home Office. But we're really concerned if they think it goes well, if they think it's a success, they're going to roll out facial recognition cameras on lampposts all across the UK, in London, in Cardiff, and in other cities as well. Across Cardiff city centre, we've seen at least 8 sets of facial recognition cameras. We've seen 4 different vans receiving the live video feeds, but we've seen no trouble, we've seen no arrests. We're talking legal action in London to try and challenge police use of it. Please like, please subscribe, please follow our work and supporters to help us stop this authoritarian.
And all the support to you guys at Big Brother Watch. This is the kind of thing that needs to be talked about more. Not just talked about. You need to do something about it, man. I mean, when you get to that point, you're kind of done already, right? And you see why that is. You have a guy there that says that, yeah, it's a good thing. And then you have a lot of people that are just, well, that, I mean, you lost, so, you don't have anything left. You certainly can't own any of these things. Nothing, just to keep yourself, your family safe. These fucking animals can get away with whatever, and just because it has become their country. As I said in a recent video, it is their country now, and at the same time, it is about invading on your privacy. This is not about stopping crime. This is about collecting information on you, so as to know what you are out and about doing, what is your routine, who you are, what you're doing, where you're going, who you are gathering with, who you met with. Oh, but I have no association with it. Well, you were talking with this gentleman when you were on the rugby match, right? They're gathering information on law-abiding citizens to screw you over. That's what they're doing. Guys, as always, it's the moment in which you really should have prepared a long time ago, but better late than never. You have the channel, you certainly have the books, Street Survival Skills, and Surviving the Economic Collapse. You will definitely need these for the times to come.